Donna Lambert, did you do the 14-day challenge?
No.
Okay.
I'm not with the brave leaders and
right.
life. Right. I want to do it right.
Do it focus. I think it's important for you to focus. So I'm proud of you for knowing that you didn't take that on.
I said no.
Yeah, I signed up. I'm doing it, but I don't know if I'll go live every day, but I need to start to go live again pretty consistently. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Okay, so I do have a little bit of an agenda. Where did it go? Okay. This is like a little mini call. But you guys are here, so let's do it. So let's celebrate some wins. Let's talk about what's going awesome in, the end of 2018, beginning of 2019. I mean, we're already 7 days in. We're a week in. What's shaking? What's that, Donna?
Danielle's muted.
Okay, sorry. I'm just about to get out of the car and into the house. So if you
all right, so Donna Lambert, why don't you share first and let Danielle get settled?
Okay, so it's a personal win, I think. I mean, it's going to directly reflect and relate to my business, but right now it's a personal win. I have my gratitude journal in the car, and today was day 5 that I have done my gratitude journal as we're driving home from the gym. And it was funny because Brian said, "Oh, what are you doing now?" And it's the 3rd day I've done it with him in the car, but he hasn't really noticed. He just assumes I'm working on something. He's like, "What do you have to do that for?" And I was like, "Well, because it's usually I'm doing 14-day challenge or something." And I said, "I don't have to do it for anything. I'm gonna do a gratitude journal this year, and every morning, since you're driving, I can do this. And then in the evenings, I'm supposed to write the wins, which I need to put something by my bed. So I've been writing them in the same book, but I've done it 5 days in a row. So I'm like,
no, that's awesome. It's awesome. It takes a little while to get into the habit. And now for me, I can't not do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And the wins, I was doing the wins for a while and then I let that go. And even on the weekends, the win for me yesterday was I got the girls to go see the movie that I wanted to go see with them. That was a win. I had to sort of coerce them and come on, I want this, you guys. And we had such a great time and they were so glad they saw it. And so that was a win. So, a good workout. I did great on the shred.
Right.
You need to do all that.
I'm going to see Made for More Wednesday night here in Tucson.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm super excited. She's like, "What are they going to talk about, Mom?" I'm like, "You're going to love it. Trust me."
Have Kristen go. Text Kristen and have her go too. It's good to go with team.
I've put it on our chat 5 times and nobody has responded except Sarah that she couldn't come. Otherwise it's been crickets, but I will send her a separate text too to see it.
Send her a separate text. I saw it and I'm really glad I saw it. It's really, really good. It is good. I mean, whether you resonate with her or not, the message is there. And it's the message that we all, it, Donna, but it's just to hear it from somebody else and she's fresh. No, that's good. You're going to see a lot of network marketing girls at that movie. That's what last summer, I was like, oh man, there they, I saw an Arbonne team. I saw an RF team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do one more win and then I'm going to hand it over to Danielle. Well, it's kind of a combination of multiple wins, but lots and lots of prospects and lots of people that are contacting me, especially as the shred started, saying, we've been talking about doing something for years. I think we're open to hearing some more information about it, and kind of going down that road with prospecting more and more people, keeping us very busy. And as I said that now, I just forgot what the other win was, and it was a good one, but I forgot. It's gone. It might come back to me while Danielle's talking.
You'll remember and you'll track it tonight. You will. You will.
It'll come back.
Danielle, Donna was sharing that she started a gratitude journal and she's on day 5.
Yeah, I heard that. That's awesome.
Good. Okay, good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So personally too, along those similar lines, is I've gotten much more consistent with affirmations.
Good.
Morning and night, which, as you know, I had not been doing them for a long time. And so I feel good about that. And I feel much more strength around them. And I feel it has already in a short amount of time been working and helping.
Yeah.
and even this is like a weird one, but I feel even more just like strength in my own posture and leadership come about,
Yeah.
with just how I might be having conversations, of course, with like customers or prospects, but also with team,
Yeah.
and how I'm sort of speaking, to them and with them, and in regards to supporting them in their business, which is a pretty big one.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally.
Yeah, so that's made a difference. And of course, I've had some great customer orders
Yeah.
come in, which has been awesome. After this call, there should be another one that I'm taking down today. So,
Awesome.
and I've had people reaching out to me about the shred and wanting to learn more, and
Yeah.
even about the business too. So I haven't had anybody I thought there was one person that was going to sign up and I was going to HLP her right away, but she's traveling for business right now. So I think things will happen. I still trust in timing, but
Totally.
there's been some good stuff happening.
Yeah, totally, Danielle. I can feel your energy is so much stronger, Yeah, and I feel the same way. I feel the most pastured I ever have felt. And so I'm just really pumped about that. And I'm able to help you guys. Like, actually, Kristen called me this morning and she wanted to HLP this one gal that she just sponsored and give her an order. And, it's her last day. And I said, don't do it, Kristen. Don't. I know it's tempting and I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged.
Yeah.
I wanted to help my gal finish her V up. I had a gal who's 2 orders and a rep away. And she, Christmas took her down. She just completely sat down, and I won't do it. I won't do it. And it's my ego. Like, trying to get another one, and it's like, it's not even the money. It's like, nope, not going to do it. And it's just so much better. It really, really is. So, no, that's good, you guys. I'm really pumped about the pre-contest that happened. I don't know what's going to happen with the contest, and I am going to give you guys an opportunity to get trained by somebody really special, and I'm going back and forth on Voxer. I'm not going to say who it is yet, but so there'll be at least one win. So this is kind of like a trial thing, but I have to say the close of December was the strongest we've ever had, and we had better numbers. We had better retailing and recruiting numbers were stronger in December than in November. So I was really pumped about that. Yeah. I do think the 14-day challenge distracted a lot of people from prospecting, including me, because it took a lot of time, which is why I'm going to be like half in, because I am going to check it out, because I do think he's going to be better. I think he'll be better this time. It's like anything, right? You get better. And I got to go live more, so I have to hold myself accountable. But I gotta turn the prospecting game back on. You know what I mean? I will tell you guys, my one win that I'm finding really interesting is that I'm starting to make some traction with my cold market prospecting. So don't give up on it if you've done some and you're like, is this it? Like, I was doing a lot and then it kind of went away because nothing was happening, and I got busy with coaching and 3-way calls and everything. And I think I'm going to get an order like today or tomorrow from one gal I've been talking to for a few months, right? Like a few months. And then I have a call tomorrow with another mom about the business. And so we'll see. I have no clue, but it's just like, how long does it take to send? I prospected somebody last night. Never heard from her. I don't know. Like, how long does it take? It's like 20, 30 seconds to shoot somebody a message. So, it's not really like our Juice Plus way, but I don't care because it's like, I just, I need more more market. Like, I need more chickens in the lot, as Jay says. So
that's where I'm at too.
Might as well,
Danielle?
I said, that's where I'm at too. I think I need to prospect more people.
Yes.
And, I think it could go into still, going through the Facebook list of friends and just, getting back to shooting off more of those messages hey, haven't talked to you in 10 years. I don't know if this is for you or not, but
you might as well. What do you have to lose? And then I still want to catch up anyway, right? Just like what Ray teaches us, I still want to catch up anyway. And I have no idea, but it's January and this is what I do. And I'm super, would love to share if you're open. And if not, no worries.
I did have somebody just the other day respond back to me. So I did the right thing. I done the, the message like that to her months ago. And then he gave the coaching around like, hey, so I didn't hear back from you. It sounds like this probably isn't a fit for you. Like, no worries at all. Like I did that whole message and she actually responded to that one.
Really?
Actually, two people. I did that to two people. They both responded. And one of them was, so sorry, life has been so busy. Like I'm doing my own thing, right? She's trying to do her own freelance, like PR work, actually, I think it is.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm trying to do my own thing right now. So this probably isn't for me, but I'm happy to share with, like, there's always moms in my network that are looking for stuff. And I said, if I send you, if I send you a video, would you watch it? So, if it's, and she was like, yeah, send it along.
That's
and
awesome.
then the other girl too was, life's super crazy busy, but I follow you and I love everything that you're doing. And I would love more information. So she's still she's still a non-responder. Like she's not really quick to respond or anything, but
right.
I was actually surprised that I even heard from them.
Yeah, it's good, Danielle. It's all good. It's just all we can do is have the conversation. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, and it's funny how we keep saying how people are watching, because the mom who responded to me, well, she didn't respond to me today. She reached out to me and it was really a real estate question she had. But then her message, I don't think she's ever commented or even that I've seen liked anything that I've put about the shred or healthy eating or working out or any of that. But then her bottom part of her message after a real estate question was, we love what you're doing. We've been watching you for years. We've been talking about it for years. We'd like to get some more information. She's never commented on anything I've ever done.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Donna. Yeah, everybody's watching, you guys. They're all watching. Yeah. All right, so does anybody want to share their either intention or goal? I know we did that call last week. Do you guys have anything like written down, tangible, or are you still working on it?
I have a question.
Yep.
I don't think my question I either didn't understand or I do have all new affirmations that I did.
Yep.
And I actually did, you're going to laugh at me. I'm kind of a nerd. I have a set to keep with me at work. And then I have a set that's going in my gratitude journal in the car. So after I do that, our drive is literally like 2 minutes to the gym, but I can read them quickly.
I think that's so great, Donna, that you have two sets. That's not nerdy at all. That's super smart because you are.
Well, so my question is for my goal. Like I have my card. I don't have it with me. It's on my desk at home. So do I write a separate statement for how you said you have one for finances, you have one for personal, like home? Is it a separate statement for each one?
That's my vision, which is a little bit more, it's like a full page. And I do look at that every day. In fact, I just wrote my 2019 vision this week for my coach because I just don't like having a 3-year vision. I think it's too far for me to even this year, my life is going to change so much. Yeah. And there's so much unknown in 2019 that I need to know like what I'm going to be focused on because I can't even imagine in 3 years. So anyway, I think but for the goal card, I always had, and I still have primarily my business goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have it on a card?
I do. And I carry it with me. That's Bob Proctor's teaching. In fact, he's having a 3-day seminar in LA. Of course, I'm not going because I'm too busy to do 3 days. And we have a big lunch here on Friday that I'm hosting. But I think I'm going to buy the Telestream because his stuff is so good. It's so good. And even if I can just watch, some of it over the weekend on goal setting, it's just like, it's phenomenal.
So you have your card and you carry it with you everywhere you go. It's super specific, right? Though is it like 50 club? Like I would have
like right now, my goal is 50 club, 16K a month. That is what I'm focused on. And I got to update my vision board. I haven't done that yet, but 50 is going to be everywhere and 16K is going to be everywhere. Cause that's awesome. I do think it's important to have that number. So, you got to just have that finance because you guys, the clubs don't really matter. If I can be at 16K and probably have 45 qualifiers, to be really honest.
Okay.
Because that's just kind of how it is.
Okay.
So, hello, Chris Hagel.
Hi, sorry. I had 11 in my head. I'm sorry.
That's why we put it on paper.
If I would look at the paper.
It's 11 o'clock my time, if that helps.
There you go. So we're just
It's 11
talking about
o'clock in Arizona.
so we're just talking about our goals. If you have them, if you don't, that's fine. Or intentions for 2019. But
Right
I
now?
do have mine, and I do have them, and I write them down. I also, when I'm like grateful for that, Donna. Like when I'm doing my gratitude, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I have that, those two numbers.
Okay.
Every day I write that down because it's a paradigm. Like that's what Bob teaches. It's the paradigm. Like
Okay.
you've got to wire your brain because I've never earned that outside of Juice Plus or inside of Juice Plus. It's interesting. I've earned what I've earned inside of Juice Plus. I've earned a little more outside of Juice Plus than what I earn now. But it's interesting that threshold, it's just like, it just won't, you gotta break through, you gotta break it over.
Okay.
So, and that's the paradigm for sure. So you gotta just rewire your brain constantly. So that's why I write it down. I gotta get even more intentional. I gotta update my board here. Anybody want to share?
I always have the number 5,000 in my head.
Okay. Well, do you have it on paper?
I do.
Okay. Is it
I do.
everywhere?
It's not everywhere. And I also have QNMD in my head, but QNMD doesn't excite me as much as NMD. And I know you're only supposed to like go to your next step. I mean, I've gotten that from all of the work that I've done, but NMD really excites me, although QNMD excites me a little bit more now because they have the baby benefits package, because that's really what's going to enable Mark. Mark really needs to retire. He is so beyond burnt out.
Right.
And we can't do it unless we have insurance because we're on his insurance.
Right.
So that has completely, like the insurance is the biggest portion of my whole headspace now. So it's a benefits package.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I am.
And Chris, if NMD excites you, then I mean, that is the goal anyway.
Right.
So I
think just writing down benefits package.
Yes. Okay. I'm so happy and grateful that I have the Juice Plus benefits package, which is great, which I will tell you guys the truth. I don't think I've ever told anyone this. We don't use it because Phil works he works for a Canadian company. And for 12 years, we've basically not paid any insurance. I'm telling you, the Canadians have got it wired. But I'm calling Juice Plus this week, and I've got to get on. And I have to admit, I was fearful that I'd fall out of the qualification, but I'm not anymore. I'm like seven because I built him, which is a huge mistake. So I'll tell you all forever, don't build your husbands. I'm strong enough now with Wise, and I'm so focused on frontlining that I don't really worry about it because you have to keep your structure. You can't get your benefits unless you keep your structure. That's why it's like you've got to keep building the width. Doesn't matter how much you have activity in one leg, you have to keep going. And so I'm going to call them this week because there was a big dialogue over the weekend on the NMD chat I'm on about the college benefits. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get that. I mean, we didn't
forgot.
I totally forgot. And honestly, we didn't really care about Ellie because state school wasn't that expensive. And now she's in community college. We don't use any money that we've saved for school. But Sophie's is going to be a different story. Right. And we have no idea. When we made $70,000 a year, we'd have no idea. So I'm like, oh, I need that. I need those books and, whatever.
Can I ask more questions?
Yes.
So I am great. Okay. I'm going to forget again now because my head is all over the place with this. Mine has typically said, and says again in one of my cards, $3,000 a month. So part of me is like, am I aiming too small? Like Chris is going for 5. I know I'm nowhere near 16.
Or is
but
Chris
what?
Or is Chris just greedy?
But I've never hit 3.
No.
5 would let me quit my job for sure, hands down, not even a question asked. Because I don't earn that much a month on my salary, not even close. Am I aiming too small, or do I stick with that because I've never hit that yet? And as soon as I hit that, then I can change it and change the frame and change the reference and where my.
Does it scare you and excite you?
Yeah, totally excites me.
Because to do the activity to get there, like,
yeah,
that's a higher level of commitment, right?
Right.
So
Right.
I think if that is exciting to you, Donna, and you feel like you'll be able to work towards that, then do it. Because it's
Okay.
not really that much. You're not saying 50,000.
Right.
I had to cut mine back from 100 Club because it was just like, for now anyway. I mean, maybe
Right.
at the end of the year I'll go back there, but it just for now it was just not like enough for me to push. Not
Okay.
push,
That's
not push. I shouldn't say push, but yeah. But I think you should do 5 because if it scares you and excites you at the same time.
okay. And is that an affirmation card that you?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I am grateful for the my $5,000
Yes.
from my
Yes.
Juice Plus business. Okay.
Yes. And I have that.
I'm on it. I don't have any more
Yeah.
cards
No,
here.
that's good.
I'm like ready to write.
You guys are asking. How about you, Danielle?
Actually, my number's been 5 too, so that's been on my card.
Okay, good.
I mean, I don't know if it's like it's more of like a necessity.
Yes.
Not
Well, and I think that you guys going for a financial number is way more important than a title because the titles don't matter.
Yeah.
They don't.
I mean, I want NMD to happen in 2019 because I almost just want to like, let's just do this and just do it already.
Yes. Yes.
You know? But the financial piece then, the title piece,
Yes.
Mhm.
of course, but I understand how it all works.
Right.
And like, I know structure is important, so.
Well, I bet you guys will all see an intake in your paychecks in December over November. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm sure you will.
Yeah. I know personally for me, that November activity was.
Yeah. So, there you go. There you go. But by going live all the time and planting all those seeds, Danielle.
Well, there's definitely was benefit to it. And I know for me too, I probably been like the worst at it so far going live. I have not done it. And
I haven't done it since before Christmas.
Yeah, same. And I had somebody actually message me the other night and was like, you know what I've been missing? I've been missing my lives with Danielle. And I'm like,
See?
What should I be talking about? Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Like Ray's recent videos too, like even his live today, like it just, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, me too. Because I haven't been feeling good. And I'm like, all right, when I feel better, I'll go live. I mean, he just kicked that right to the curb. Oh my God, I love it. I love him so much. I am like, oh my God.
No excuses.
There's just none. I only have one thing with him that I have gone back and forth a little bit with, and it is holding me back from like handing him my credit card, which I'm dying to do. But we do have a different philosophy around three-way calls in our company. And that's the one thing. And I would love to have you guys really help me this year watch this, or at least until Sacramento. Like, this is the one thing that I struggle with him. And I know I totally get where he's coming from. And I've gone back and forth with a couple of my sideline Ray buddies about this. And they're even more of a culture of three-way calls because they're under Cheryl. And that's all Cheryl knows how to do. And that's all she teaches. And it has duplicated in her organization. But does it duplicate for every organization? And for me, my big focus this year is duplication, because it's not like there's still too much of me. So that has got to change, and it will change this year just by default because I won't be as available, but yet I'm still going to grow. So where is the duplication piece missing? And is the three-way call something that we as a team can really duplicate? I don't know.
Well, my question always too is like, and I think, and maybe this is like Cheryl Cortese's philosophy on her team too, because I've been talking with Beth, like a three-way call should always be done with your, upline, like leader, like leadership, someone in leadership, senior sales or higher. And then I've talked to other sidelines who don't do it that way. And someone that's a sales coordinator could do three-way calls, or maybe they've even done three-way calls with a VF if they're just on it. I think I think that's like a case by case basis because not every VF is skilled.
That's right. And
And
not every senior sales coordinator is skilled, Danielle.
Right.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
I mean, that's what I mean, like about the title. It's like, come on, just like they don't still know or can or have the skills. So that's where I do struggle. And Beth and I are like, I'm like, Beth, because she's kind of bought into his philosophy. And that's hard for her because she's been trained, totally different. And our whole company, not just Cheryl Cortese, it's everyone. Like, what is Brave Leaders? What are you guys being taught to do right now?
Right.
Is
Right.
get your, right? I mean, so I do think that we're different than 90% of the companies he trains. I do. We may not grow as fast as some of the other people in Rank Makers, but we are stable. We're probably the most stable network marketing company that's out there, other than like Herbalife. So, and that's growing. So I do think that we have to take a step back and go, okay, we're not, unique or, whatever. So I'm just going to watch it. And I mean, I have invested, like we have this contest and I'm still going to hammer it home because I do think that for the 5%ers, it's a no-brainer. That's an easy thing to do. And even for the 15%ers, it's an easy thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 80%ers that'll never do it.
Well, they're not going to do
They're not going to do it anyway, though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I've been doing a lot more three-way calls with my team since like in the last couple of months. And for me, I'm still doing three-way calls with people, like with team members that are looking to get people on the product. And I know not everybody does that, but my team is still so new, so many of them, that they still do need like strength around sharing the product, or their stories maybe aren't strong enough. And they've all gone very well, and they've all been, and some I've been able to just close it out and take the order right then and there on the spot. And some, it's happened the next day or whatever, but there's, from the receiving end of the person, whoever's been on the three-way call, they always come out feeling so much more supported. And I think that's like a great end result. And I think also what sets us apart. But again, going back to like,
what if you couldn't do it, Danielle? See?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Your time commitment too. Like,
what if you couldn't do it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and will they ever feel the confidence to do it without you? Will they use the tool next time and do the follow-up?
Right.
Some will, some won't. So I know I'm like in this like, and I hate confusion. I don't like, I'm like, oh my God, no confusion. So for now, I'm going to do what I know is right. But I'm also, my time, I don't want to talk to anybody about the product on a three-way call. I just don't. I cannot do that. I definitely cannot try to help somebody get them on the Trio or start a shred. There's no way. But I am going to still do three-way calls around the business because that is what I say I will do. And I will still do them. And I hope that you guys will start to do them. Like Danielle, you're doing them for your team. I hope you guys will do them for your teams, because that's where you're going to get better. And you guys hear me enough. All you hear me do is ask questions. That's all I do. I don't do anything special. And say I've been taking Juice Plus for a really long time, which all of you guys now have. You've all been taking Juice Plus for a long time. So I don't think it's a big deal, but I will not be able, I'm just going to wait and see how this fleshes out. But I do think Chris Drobes is right. This business is about relationships, and it is what sets us apart, and it's what keeps people in our community. Mm-hmm. So,
I have a question.
Yes.
Before I forget, around the three-way call, like yesterday, perfect example. We did a Zoom call, and there was a gal that was on the Zoom call that was interested in the business under Lauren, under Katie, who's now scheduled with you.
Yeah.
And she prompted me on Voxer to do a call, and she wanted me to do it. And I said, I'm super happy to do it. I was just on the call. She knows who I am. But because of the contest, I was like, you have to schedule with Lisa. Now, if somebody does a call with their upline person, could that count for the contest?
Oh yeah, definitely, Chris.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Because I totally could have done that call last night.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but better. She's got it scheduled, and it's good for her to listen to you because she's never had one with you. So Lauren
That's
has.
fine. But I'm going to challenge you more, Chris, to do more of those calls.
Yeah. No, I was perfectly fine. Like, I was on the
Good.
Zoom. I knew who she was and everything. So
Good.
but
And
yeah.
then once she signs up, then Lauren will get her in with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She already sees me as the person.
Good. Good. Because
Okay.
that, you guys, is what has to change for me in 2019. Your team, your people need to see you. And I know, Danielle, your team doesn't really see me either. I mean, some of them, they know me now and stuff, which is great. And I'm totally happy to, you know, Jen Sescock boxered me Friday afternoon and had a question, and, you know, she's awesome. So that's not like it's a burden, but it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you guys. To make $5,000 a month, your team needs to see you as their person, not me. It's just, I'm like some floaty person off. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
once in a while you see me on team calls, stuff like that. That's it. They need to see you. And for me, that's going to be my biggest challenge this year, is to step back, because I have to. I just have to. So, and it's already come up a little bit. It's interesting. It's already come up in the last like week.
You stepping back?
Yeah, stuff isn't happening because I didn't do it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
There was no PJ Regional because Lisa didn't do it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Oh, area? Oh.
Did anybody do it?
Right.
Did anybody do it?
I asked Reese to do it. It didn't happen. And I guess Melissa did it.
Melissa did, yeah, she did a small one. Yeah.
Well, she never told me she was doing it, which that's a whole nother issue. But
her team.
yeah, there was really like, it was like kind of airy fair. I was like, well, I'm hosting.
That's what happens here in with Tucson with our team. I mean, Ginger has her whole thing, but with ours right now on my team, if I don't host Salad in a Jar or Taste of the Shred or Pajama Regional, if I don't do it, set it all up, it doesn't happen.
Yep.
And my team's too young that I have to
Chris, for you
still
too,
make it all happen.
Well,
true too.
me too.
I know.
There's no reason my team shouldn't be doing stuff. My small team here. But they
Now,
don't.
all you can do is ask and see what happens.
Yeah.
And maybe when we're in Vegas, that might be a good time to have this conversation over wine, of course, and say who's going to do some stuff. Let's bring our calendars. Who's going to commit? You know, and have like you guys have your peeps. You know, like Julie, who will be there, and Kristen, and say, okay, who's going to schedule the next? You know, we're going to a shred. Who's going to do the next Salad in a Jar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And kind of make them. You know, and say, okay, your turn's next. And like Danielle, you have Chrisanne. You know, she can do some stuff this year. Jen, you know, the other Jen. Come on, girls. I need your help. It's round robin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think the end of, for me personally, and it's still different out here. Like I've been doing all of it for a long time.
Yeah, you have.
And that's fine. And like, you know, the team is ebbed and flowed and waved and whatever that happens. That's the nature of this business. And I feel like now finally, but I think to us too, as like, you know, okay, the three of us on this line here are stepping into our leadership and leading our teams. There's that point where you do have to still do the stuff so you can model it for the people. I know for me, like, again, I have like, yeah, there's some people that have been on the team for a long time. Those are the 80%ers that are kind of just hanging out.
Right.
The newer, like there's a lot of newer blood that still needs to see the model and the example, and you need to set the example for them. But I would like to much more quickly now be able to step aside and have other people kind of stepping up. And I have like I'm building a great relationship with Duana also, so I do calls with her too, and that's exactly what she says too. She, you know, is like, one, lots more events, and let people on the team kind of host the event, give them that opportunity, whether it is just a salad in a jar or a wine and wellness or whatever, give them the opportunity for them to do it.
Right. Totally. Yeah. No, I think that's good. And, you know, maybe like Danielle, you've been really good and consistent about having like your team potlucks and stuff. you know, and I'm sure you've talked about it before, but maybe that's a topic that you guys can talk about the next time you do one, and see, you know, who wants to host some stuff. I mean, of course, I'll probably have an event here later this month. Like, I'm never going to stop doing wine and wellnesses in my living room because that's how I build my business, like, period. I'll always have prospects in my own house. I'll always have new reps. But, you know, it is important for the people who really want to do this to start to build that muscle and that skill and feel that level of ownership. It's just taking ownership for their business.
I have another question, just to clarify, because I don't like confusion either. So for Brave Leaders, sorry, Danielle, and you've already done this, but for Brave Leaders, because Chris and I are both doing this, we are still scheduling, like Chris and I, all of our three-way calls with you. That's part of, okay, but then with our team, you want us to try and start taking on, like my new rep, Katie, she's talking to a couple girls. So for them, can I do a couple with you and listen again before I?
Okay. It's fine. Okay. Fine.
But for all my personal direct to me, I'm scheduling my three ways with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Danielle's laughing at me, but that's okay.
Right.
I know Chris was thinking it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So the only last thing that I wanted to bring up is that Sacramento's coming. It's going to be here before we know it. So Danielle, I'm like,
Danielle, we're going to start planning.
Yeah, we got to start planning.
Oh, yeah.
Our Thursday night, right? We settled on Thursday night, right?
Yeah.
And so, and Chris and Nikki are definitely going to do their Saturday afternoon park party, Wheel of Fortune game thing. Did I tell you guys about that?
Oh, yes. That sounds familiar.
I don't.
Okay, so they're going to do this. It actually, I think it will really be fun, actually. So the wrap up, so to speak, instead of doing the Burdick wrap up or instead of doing, and we'll be there. This is only going to be like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So if we want to even do another smaller wrap up or whatever, that's fine. And we'll be there through Sunday. But we're going to leave the convention center. We're going to have boxed lunches. We're going to go to a park. I guess Alita scheduled all this stuff, and she's really good at planning events because she has a background in that too. And we're going to play like games for cash prizes. And it's just going to be a fun way to close out the conference, get some fresh air, you know, be together, have some fun, win some money, but no like training or anything like that because everybody's full of all that.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be fun. So they wanted to have a call. Chris and Nikki wanted to have a call around it during Christmas and New Year's, but nobody wanted to do that. So, so we'll probably convene around it this year or this week or next week. I don't know. I've not heard from them at all, but I think it'll be super fun. But I do love our Thursday night. You know, we'll have our own team contest stuff that we'll be awarding. Hopefully I'll be giving away money. As of right now, there isn't really anything, but you guys will be. I mean, I want to say, Danielle, we did do three-way calls in December.
Yeah, I did a lot of three-way calls. I think I had 10.
Okay, so just please track that because I want to let me know because I got to announce that.
I came I was November. I was like, almost had 5. I'll definitely have 5
So
to
let
10
me know that because I definitely want to start bamming that. That's the other thing. So my focus, of course, frontline, duplication, and adding as much value and creating the best culture, you know, just like continuing to make it better, make it better, make it better, make it better. And I just need more hours in the day or help or whatever, like birthdays, you know, Juice Plus anniversaries, you know, just insane amount of recognition and culture, first orders, all that stuff, just taking it up a notch. I know I have to do that. And I was going to tell you guys this. I read Go Giver on the way to Boise over Christmas. And I'm committed to reading that book once a month because it's so short and it's so good. And I read it years ago. And of course, I'm totally different than I was years ago. And it is so important to stay in this frame of mind of how much more can I give? How much more can I serve? How much more value can I add? You know, and it just like, it's just so good. So that's what I really want to do, especially in the Facebook page. Just tons and tons of above and beyond. So I have to get organized and systemized around how I do that. But if you guys can feed me like, oh, I did 5 3-way calls, you know, and it's only the 8th or whatever, then I want to, you know, recognize that. Cause that's easy. Like a Facebook post is super easy for me to do. It's collecting the data that's going to be a little bit trickier for me to do. And I want to build my email list so I can start emailing once a week and recognizing and doing all that stuff too. So I don't know. Ellie quit her nanny job. She's done next week. So if she doesn't have more hours from her second job, or if she doesn't have a second job, then I'm going to have her help me for a little bit until she figures that out. So, all right. So that's all I had, you guys. Anything else?
I was gonna. Do you have places already that you want called that you can send me over, or
no?
Research.
It's a blank slate.
Okay.
I mean, you know what we need, Danielle. I mean, it's, you know, not super fancy because we want to keep the cost down. I mean, I don't really think we're that type anyway. Like fun. Definitely a separate section or a private room. It just makes it so much easier to get that, you know, intimacy and to obviously talk and share and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And decent enough food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And proximity.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm less worried about the proximity with each conference that we have to go somewhere. Like we had to go somewhere for Tampa. Like that was not walking distance, but nobody died. It was, you know.
Everybody made it.
Everybody made it.
Remember where we went?
We went to that little, it was semi-divey, I want to say, but it was cute.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we went downtown, didn't we?
Yeah, we kind of left that downtown area. We left the I mean, the Riverwalk would have been awesome, but it was too expensive. It was too expensive.
Yeah. Do you have a budget that you?
Well, what do I like to charge? Okay, well, it's California. So, and it's dinner. So I try to keep it like 25 to 30 bucks a head at the most.
All in, yeah.
I mean, I love 20s because that just feels better, but it is California, so I don't know.
And that's including, when you're pricing it, that's including like their gratuity and tax?
No, I usually cover that.
You cover that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'll cover if there's a room fee. I'll cover that
Okay.
too. But they usually don't. This gal in Tampa did, but it was like $100. It was like no big deal.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll do that. If they are like $500 and, you know, no. But most of them, especially if they're kind of the mid-tier that we usually go to, like a fun brewery would be fun, kind of off the beaten path. That'd be super chill and fun. You know.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, yeah. Like the chains, we just don't have good luck at. The big chains.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. The Hard Rocks, I'm done with all that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do? What was like another really good one? Oh, Indiana was a really good one. Remember that one? We had that big room. There wasn't a lot of us.
Was that upstairs?
Yeah, it was upstairs. And there was a lot of other people stuff happening around us.
Yeah.
Remember that? Like Jennifer
Yeah.
Myers' teams was there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's.
What did we do last time in Sacramento? Did we go?
What did we do?
I don't remember.
Did we have a lunch? I don't know if we did a Thursday night thing then.
It was
I think
4 years
maybe
ago.
a lunch.
They've all melded into each other. All the
Yeah.
I don't think we did a Thursday night thing back then because I remember, here's what I remember. we were drinking outside at a bar before the Prevention Plus. I still call it that.
Yeah.
And Julie surprised everybody because she
Oh,
came
that's
to the
right.
conference because it was right after she had the baby. Well, like 6 months after she had.
I remember that. Heather McGraw was with me because she's the one that she's like, come over here. They want you to see somebody. And I'm like, what? Yeah. Aww.
I think
yeah.
we did a lunch that year.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sacramento is great, Danielle. I feel super confident that we'll be able to find something really good. There's a ton of options. It's really growing. It's super fun vibe, very beer. I mean, that's like all these places now. Yeah, it'll be good. It's going to be good, but it is time to start to get everybody in the conference mindset. So,
Sure.
and you know, the January events that everybody's going to, I think we'll do that. Yeah. And if you're not, like, if your teams aren't doing anything in January, then do something else. But I think everybody did either the PJ Regional or there's, you know, we're all going to the boot camp. That's why I let the PJ Regional go. I was like, if nobody else wants to do it, I don't care. We have a great group and we're not done building because there's still more tickets. Follow up with
Danielle, are you going to Vegas?
No.
Okay. I know that's far. I didn't.
It's far.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand. Totally. Yeah.
There's a Long
I'm a-
Island Regional this Saturday.
Okay. And Phoenix is having their regional this Saturday, but I just couldn't pull off going to Phoenix this weekend and then Vegas boot camp. We have too much stuff going on right now with kids, so
Yeah.
I'm going to Vegas.
Well, whoever's not going to Vegas, Donna, from your team, maybe they can go.
Yes, that would
You
be
know what I mean?
lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a concept for them.
Yep. But if I'm not driving in a caravan, taking them
Yeah.
all up there.
I know.
But no, I will definitely put it out there and try and get them to get
Yeah.
them moving and get themselves up there because it's not that far. And I usually drive everyone up. And
Right.
so
Right. Who's speaking?
I don't remember. I haven't a ginger. I don't know. A whole bunch of people. There's some really good speakers.
Okay.
I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to it just because I knew
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Well, if you need people to be reminded, oh, and here's the last thing I'm going to say. Sorry, I keep sucking on these things. I don't know how you guys feel about when people should join Rank Makers, but I think once they get to VF, if they are feeling confident, if they are wanting to grow more, I think once they get to VF, I think it's okay to say you might want to check this out. Like, I think before VF, let's just indoctrinate them. I mean, they're still at VF getting used to the tools and they probably haven't been to a major event or whatever. But I just think the faster they can get the confidence and the posture from Ray, it's the posture and the confidence that matters the most, right?
Yeah.
We can teach them any other silly little thing. But that is the biggest thing that I think has changed in our team. I see it in all of you guys. I do. I see it in myself. But we're all 5% or at least 15%, right? So if you feel that you've got somebody that's going to be a 15% or at least, they should be in Rank Makers and it will make your jobs easier. And the problem that I'm having, like, not the problem, but the challenge of like, okay, I'm going away here. Mommy's leaving.
Right.
Mommy's going this way. Then you won't have to do that as much. You won't. You'll have more independent teams. That's what I see.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how you guys feel about it, but like Chris, I'm thinking about Lauren. Like, she's pretty motivated.
Lauren just signed up for the 14-day challenge.
Oh, good. All right.
Awesome.
So let her do that. Let her do that. And then
I feel like she'll move on. She'll probably move in after that.
yeah, she will. Oh, she will. Ray will make sure that she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, he does his job. He does it well.
Oh my God, he's so
I bought a backpack.
brilliant.
You did?
Yes.
I just couldn't.
I couldn't either. I couldn't either. I was
Just couldn't
so
get that.
strong. Thank God I was away because it was just
Brilliant.
easy for me to like ignore it.
Sucker. sucker.
Yeah.
He's like even Phil is like gonna look into this entrepreneurial opportunity or whatever this year, and he's like, I'm gonna watch Ray more. I go, you should watch the 14-day challenge, because he's a brilliant marketer. He's brilliant. Doesn't matter
Yeah,
what. Yeah.
I wish I could
Say
get
it,
Brian.
guys. I've got 4 team members doing the 14-day challenge.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah,
Danielle.
awesome.
Yeah.
I have 4 also.
That's so
Thanks,
funny.
Sam.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, and I'm I'm in it mostly just to mother. And I'm in it because I still want to win the damn prize. I'm like, I'm gonna win money from him if it's the last thing I do.
Ooh, that's awesome.
What's that?
Do you still have the Voxer chat set up?
Yeah.
Or are you going to be still doing the
Yeah,
same
I'll
thing?
stay in it. I stayed in it on purpose.
Because I took myself
That's
myself
okay.
out of it.
I'm in it. I'm in it.
Sure
So
can you add my people if they're not?
yeah, tell me who they are right now. I'll add them.
Cato.
Oh, good.
Cato.
You know what? I don't have him. I'm not friends with him. So just tell me who they are and I'll do it.
All right. No, I can get you their box IDs. Amanda Crowley.
Oh yeah, good.
Andrea Matesic.
Oh yeah, okay.
And Carrie Lewis.
Oh good.
I believe she signed up for it too.
Good. That's
And
good.
they're all in rank makers too.
They are good. Good. No, that's great. I think it's great. I think it's great. I mean, you guys, I will tell you, like Irene, little Irene, like she's on fire, and it all became like she went to Tampa, but she was still playing around, and she's serious. I mean, she called me yesterday and she's like, I have to tell you something. And she is serious. And it all is because of the 14-day challenge. It built her confidence. It made her vision bigger for what this could be. And she showed up, and she's confident anyway, but she showed up. She has serious goals now. Her life is changing. She's marrying this guy. They want a better life, and she's going to do it. So I really think the 14-day challenge, it doesn't matter if we don't get customers or, whatever, none of that stuff matters, but it definitely builds people's confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really does, especially the babies, the baby bears.
Yeah. I'm excited for that for the people that I have. None of them are actually VFs yet.
Oh, that's good, Danielle. That's really good. Yeah, I'm going to really, I am going to show up for that because I do think it's going to be good. And anyway, feels like you got to call the company. Like I'm emailing Janet, like they need to get somebody like him in there. I mean, I know he came to Tampa and they blessed that. They gave their blessing, but they need to get bigger thinking around bringing in outside people now. They really do. They can't be too far behind.
Yeah.
So, that's on my list.
I agree, because he's good.
He is good. He's just too good. The only thing that I think, well, I have 2 issues with Ray. He's a Colts fan, which is hilariously hysterical. I go back and forth with him every week on Messenger. We laugh. He gets me. I'm like, oh, you get me. He's so funny. And so that, and which is just fun, and the 3-way call. So that's the only thing that I don't know. He couldn't get up on stage and say that that's not, but there's so many other things that he could talk about that I think would really like wake the company up. Like you don't have to bake brownies and go to soccer games and be their best friend and babysit their toddlers to then bring up your product.
Right.
That alone would change the Juice Plus company.
True.
For sure.
It's true.
Yeah, it would. It would.